Hello everyone. This is the 10th day of fermenting the garlic, onions and celery. Special ones, welcome to my channel. This is Lifestyle Gardener. Today I'm going to show you how I take 4 powerful ingredients that will help boost your immune system, that is very cheap and easy to make, and once you made it, you can use it daily to help boost your immune system. So stay tuned and I'll show you how I decide to do that. These are all local ingredients that I have. The onions, the garlic I got from local farmer, and the rosemary and the celery from my garden. So first of all, I am going to cut the onion into the size of pieces that I want. I'm cutting it into these sizes because I don't want it to be too big or too small, because if it's too big it's going to take longer to ferment, and if it's too small it's going to be too soggy. So I choose this size to cut them. Next, I'm going to show you guys how big I choose to cut the garlic peg. And these are the celery that I got from my garden. This is how big I chose to cut them. I removed the celery leaves from the celery stalk because I'm going to dehydrate them at a separate time for further use. You can also notice that I put the rosemary stem inside the bowl, so don't forget to put the rosemary also inside. So after I chopped everything and put in the bowl, I'm putting about 2 tablespoons of Redman real salt, fine salt actually. If you don't have that, that's okay. Just get the real sea salt and make sure it doesn't have any iodine in it. Make sure you get natural sea salt, and then I'm going to massage everything inside the bowl every 30 minutes. And I think I did this for about 3 hours. Every half an hour I massage the ingredients, and then I will show you what I decide to do next. I will give you guys a closer look to let you see what it looks like while I'm massaging it. This is what it looks like while I was massaging it. So this is what it looked like after 3 hours, after I've been massaging it every half an hour. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to do next. So after I sterilize this quart-sized bottle in hot water, I take all of the ingredients and I put them inside. So all the water that you see that I'm putting inside the bottle, it all came from the onion, garlic and celery. So now I'm going to try to push down the ingredients as much as I can. And then I'm going to put this glass stopper to weigh it down, so that when I pour the water, more water inside, the ingredients will stay underneath the glass stopper, so that this will help prevent the ingredients from spoiling, and will help it to ferment without spoiling. So anytime you're going to ferment anything, you have to make sure the ingredients stay under the water. Otherwise, if it floats to the top, it can start spoiling and it won't ferment. So next I am going to pour some water to level the ferment. They recommend you using bottled water or filtered water, and they don't recommend you using the water from the tap or the water from the pipe unless you boil the water and let it settle for a day. And that's what I did in this case. Most of the time I use bottled water to do this, to use for ferment, but this time I didn't do that. So after I level off the water at the top of the ingredients, I put the glass topper to weigh it down, and that's what it looks like so far. But then I decided to put more water in there. But make sure you debubble the ingredients inside to make sure the salt water go through everything before you put the glass stopper at the top. And make sure there's no anything floating above the glass stopper. Also, if you don't have the glass stopper to weigh down your ingredients, you could probably get a Ziploc plastic bag and maybe put some rice inside the Ziploc plastic bag and put it on top of inside the bottle on top of the ingredients, and that will help weigh it down, if you know what I mean, without actually getting the rice wet. You just open up the Ziploc bag, pour the rice in the Ziploc plastic bag, and just close it up with the plastic lid or with the silicone stopper if you don't have the glass weighing stopper to do that. So after doing all of this, I decided to wipe down the rim of the bottle to prevent to keep it clean so that no mold or anything develop around it while the ingredients is getting ferment, and it prevent it from being sticky also. So now I am going to put the silicone stopper. I got this silicone stopper from the Sobe store. I believe you could also get them from Amazon. It makes fermenting food much easier, where you don't have to babysit the fermenting products as much as you would normally would have, because in the middle at the top there's that thing that's pointing at the top. It releases the gas from the bottle, and it prevents the gas from going down inside the it prevents air from going inside the bottle, which will prevent it from spilling over and help so that you don't have to check on it too much as you would if you didn't have that. It's no problem if you don't have this gadget. All you have to do is just use a plastic covering to cover your ferment, and just open it up daily, and make sure you store your ferment bottle on top of a plate or a container so that if it does spill, it won't cause a mess wherever you put it. So I'm going to let this ferment for 10 days, and then after 10 days I will show you the result. Hello everyone. This is the 10th day of fermenting the garlic, onions and celery with the rosemary. And what I noticed when I woke up this morning and I came inside the kitchen, I could smell the smell of the onions and stuff that is inside. And before I couldn't smell it unless I open it, but now I can smell it. So I'm assuming that it's ready. I'm gonna taste it and see if it's soured enough for me. And if it's not, I will ferment it a little bit more. With the ferment, it's really depend on the individual how sour they like their ferments to be. Or if it's too salty, I have to ferment it longer. From here I can decide to put it in the fridge or let it stay outside. But if you let it stay outside, it's gonna ferment. It's gonna get sour quicker than if you put it in the fridge. So I'm gonna try it and see if it's soured enough for me. I noticed the color. I noticed the color actually got darker actually. I noticed the color actually got darker. A little bit darker than before. Just trying to take out the weight that I put in here is kind of difficult. Take it out without splashing it all over my clothing, which you see I already splashed it, some of it already on my clothing. So I finally take it out. So I'm gonna try a piece of the onions and a piece of the garlic. It's really windy outside today. Trying to find the celery so I can try that too. Oh. Wow, the celery really gotten really soft. That one fell down on the table, so I take out another one. Okay, so let me see what it tastes like. Wow, I noticed right away when I put the fork inside the garlic that is still crunchy. It's not as spicy as it would be if you eat the garlic raw. Actually, it's not spicy at all. It just tastes like a mild flavor of garlic. So this would be a good way to get the garlic in the system, to get it in your system raw without it being too spicy. So, because some people, they cannot handle the spiciness of it when it's raw. And it doesn't taste salty at all. It's actually perfect, and it's actually not sour at all actually. I noticed that this onion skin is it's more chewy, and it's chewy. Let me see if this one tastes like that too. It's not salty either. Okay, the second one is more crunchy and less chewy. So I am assuming the thickness determines how chewy the onion is going to be. So 2 tablespoons of salt was perfect for this amount of garlic, onion, celery, and with the rosemary, that this amount of salt was perfect for it. 2 tablespoons. I'm gonna try the celery. Even though the celery is more soft, but it kind of tastes a little bit like it's steamed. even though it's raw. It's good. Yeah, so I'm trying to decide how I'm gonna use this. I think maybe I could take 1 tablespoon of this every day and put it with my food. Maybe even mix it in my hummus, any kind of hummus I decide to make, or any kind of dishes that I decide to make. It's ready enough for me. It's not sour, and it's not too salty. It just cut down the spiciness of the rawness of the onions and the garlic, and the bitterness of the celery. So if all of those things bother you when you eat it raw, if you ferment them, the sourness, the bitterness, and the spiciness of the raw vegetables will calm down after you ferment it for a while. So I'm going to push it down more in the liquid, and I'm going to put another covering, actually a proper covering. Yeah, I'm actually going to put this covering on top of it and store it in the fridge because I don't need it to be sour. I think this is perfect for me. So after 10 days, it's perfect for me. So give this a try. It's pretty easy for you, and this is the perfect way to boost your immune system. Pretty easy. And I'll talk to you another day. Bye.